The town of Banff is like a decorated Christmas market. It is a spirited place, alive with adventure and wonder. In all directions, you're surrounded by strikingly beautiful and rugged mountains that seem to burst straight out of the ground. Nestled high in the Canadian Rockies, the town of Banff is located inside Banff National Park. At an elevation of 1383 meters, it is the second highest town in Canada after Lake Louise. Banff offers you endless options of rejuvenation and exploration every day. We spent a morning around the Bow Falls, hopped on the world-famous Banff Gondola, spent a morning exploring the Cave and Basin historic site and the marvelous Cascade Gardens, went to the Johnston Canyon for a hike, and spent an afternoon at the Lake Minnewanka. There is this one place in Canada to which nothing compares. Its glorious vistas are pretty much an envy of the world. Welcome to the Canadian Rockies, to Banff, Jasper and Yoho National Parks. Although we stayed 3 nights at Banff, we hardly got time to explore the town. The reason being the early morning drives to Yoho, Lake Louise and Morant Lake. After the incredible sunrise on day 6 at Morant Lake, we took the Valley Parkway to return to Banff. The scenic Valley Parkway runs as an alternate route to the Trans-Canada Highway and runs between Banff and Lake Louise. It's worth traveling this slower route, especially early in the morning, because of the wildlife that can be seen along the roadside. Morant's Curve is a beautiful area that the Canadian Pacific Railway passes through along the Bow River. Next up was Johnston Canyon. It is a very popular destination, just an hour's drive outside the town of Banff, and offers excellent hiking opportunities. I have a detailed video linked above about hiking Johnston Canyon. We made 2 more stops, first at the Castle Cliffs and then at the beautiful Vermillion Lakes. We came back and rested a while at the hotel. It had already been a long day, but we still headed back to the magnificent Lake Minnewanka. Today we reserved to explore the town of Banff. Streets here are named after wildlife such as Caribou Street, Elk Street, Moose Street and so on. We started the day with a leisurely stroll on the Banff Avenue. The lively streets of downtown are lined up with top-class hotels, restaurants, gift shops and a vibrant range of galleries and museums. We then headed to the famous Cascade Gardens. The gardens are terraced with pathways and rock steps that lead through flower beds. It is an oasis of natural beauty with views of the gardens and the mountains. We then visited the Bow Falls Trail. It begins in the town of Banff next to the pedestrian bridge across the Bow River. It follows through a forested area along the Bow River, and there are some amazing viewpoints along the way.
Yeah, if you want to stay longer than 350,
Yeah.
there is a booth up top. You can go and extend your time.
Perfect.
We then headed to the Sulphar mountain gondola. Arguably one of the most fascinating things to do at Banff, as it is consistently rated Banff's #1 thing to do as per TripAdvisor. Hop on the Banff gondola for an 8-minute ride up 698 meters to the top of the mountain to experience a stunning bird's eye view of the Rockies. On the summit, you will find restaurants, hiking trails, boardwalk, gift shop, information center, and observation decks.
So what you see right behind is the center where the gondolas stop, and then the ticketings. We changed ours from 350 to 6 so that we can make the most of it, and it's incredible. You get a 360-degree view of the Canadian Rockies right here. Just unbelievable.
Then stroll along the ridgetop boardwalk where the views get even better with every step that you take, all the way to the Cosmic Ray Station at Sanson's Peak. Gazing down from the jagged mountain ridge, you stare in amazement at the town, lakes, and the rivers on the valley far below. Around you, massive peaks reach into the sky. We spent the morning to visit the magnificent Cave and Basins National Historic Site. It was here in 1883, 3 railway workers found the thermal springs. This sparked a series of events that led to the creation of Canada's first national park, Banff. These hot springs are no longer open for public bathing. The warm water is home to a tiny and endangered Banff Springs snail, a species found nowhere else in the world. The week-long trip was easily an experience of a lifetime, content with memories that were created and would remain vibrant and vivid for days to come. We headed back to Edmonton Airport as we bid adieu to the mesmerizing Canadian Rockies.